Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the Social Norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge. Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean canteen and beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information, from relations to dating to when your leader gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm
Yo, you already know what it is, man. We back at it again with another one. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
What's up?
Hey, it's a Social Norm where we go ahead and talk to y'all, make y'all think a little different, open y'all minds so y'all can be the best y'all can be. Now, today's episode, we got another banger for y'all. It's called Polygamy. Are you better off? Is that what it was?
I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
yes.
polygamy, are you better off? Meaning, is polygamy better off for men in America instead of the old traditional way of monogamy? Now, before we go ahead and get into this video, you know I got to go ahead and give y'all a disclaimer. This is me and Bean's personal opinion. This is not factual. This is not the end-all, be-all. This is not the ultimatum. This is what we see it as, our opinion. Y'all got your opinion. We got ours. Now, before, I want to go ahead and give a shout-out to all the supporters that have been hitting us up in the Cash App. So if you want to go ahead and support the channel, I'm gonna go ahead and hit that Cash App right there. You know, put a little something in the biggie bank for us, so help us get all these things that we need to get to make the show better for y'all.
Yep,
And I want y'all to go ahead and hit a like, share, and subscribe. Let a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend, so they can go ahead and we can grow the channel and we can have, you know, more views for y'all and more things to bring to the table.
exactly.
Now, we already talked about the disclaimer. Also, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to my man Primal Warpath.
There you go.
Now, yesterday, if y'all didn't know, me and Beans went to one of our friends. I guess it would be considered an amateur
Wrestling?
local pro wrestling. And for me, it was a different experience. It was a unique experience.
That was my first time ever going to one live.
And
Ever.
I guess all I can say is think hillbilly wrestling, but with, you know, like there was probably like 9 fights, and 4 of them was probably actually really good.
Yeah,
to me.
there were actually some really good match, especially the tag team one. That was
I should have brought. Oh, I got a poster. I should have showed y'all. I might take a picture and put it in the comment section. But if you want to go ahead and get into the live stream to where you can talk to me and Beans live on the show, we're gonna go ahead and put it in the comment section under the first comments. You know how I do, and y'all can go ahead and click the link, go to the StreamYard, and then eventually we can go ahead and you can talk to your boys.
yeah. Hopefully, we can try to get
Let me say
Primal Warpath on here so he can talk about it.
that would be pretty cool.
For us, you know, if you don't know the storyline, like if you watch, you know, wrestling nowadays, you can't just jump in it. Like if you watch WWE, if you were to not watch it for years and jump in it, you won't know what's going on.
You really won't. And
So-
I think we came into it not knowing what's going on,
Yeah.
but just expecting okay, we're gonna watch this and see.
Oop.
There we go. So
And,
let me go ahead and put this in the comment section.
yeah, it was definitely entertaining. It's just, you know,
it was different.
it was yeah,
That's all I'm saying. It was different.
yeah.
So polygamy.
Here we go.
Let's get into it, y'all. I'm gonna talk about why I believe polygamy is not good for the American man.
Uh-huh.
And Beans is gonna go ahead and give his opinion on what he thinks why polygamy will work for the American man.
Surprisingly, yes. I know a lot of people are probably surprised why I think this.
Yeah.
But
I'm surprised that you
Yeah.
think this?
Well, I mean, I sat down and thought about it.
And you actually
And-
came up with your own reasoning.
Yeah, my own reasoning. It
Okay.
makes sense to me.
So do you want me to go first or do you want to go first?
I'll let you go first.
All right.
We'll see where.
Beauty over age. All right.
Here
Cool.
we go.
So this is why I feel like polygamy is not good for the American man. One, the reason I say this, you're gonna have to be with multiple women, right? That's what polygamy is. If you
Yes.
don't know it, it is literally where you go and
Marry.
polygamy. I don't know. Look, if I spelled it wrong, I don't give a damn. Y'all know what I mean. Now,
polygamy, basically, what
all
we're
right.
talking about.
it's where a man gets with multiple women and dates multiple women, marries multiple women, has multiple kids with them. The reason I feel like that won't work for American men is because the American men in America, we do not look for ways to help with mental health. We do not take care of mental health. We do not work with mental health in the sense that we just let people be whatever way they're going to be and not really give them an avenue to work with to solve their mental health problems. So in my viewpoint, most of the women have a lot of mental health issues. And we see this in just monogamy right now, where divorce is at its highest, women and men are not getting along. So for that, how would it work if you had multiple women and you had to deal with? I don't think that would be right for a man's mental state. There'd be too many, cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, but if he could get it to work,
The whole concept is, could he get it to work? If you were in an area where women actually didn't have huge mental health issues, where they actually had self-respect for themselves to where they were secure with themselves, they wouldn't be the jealousy. There wouldn't be the, is does he care about me? The doubt, all those different things that comes with being insecure.
yeah. But my thing is, if you were insecure and things like that, would you join? Would you be part of that? Would you be part of a polygamous relationship?
Well, that's why I think people aren't in polygamous relationships in America, and I don't think it would work for majority of people. I'm saying if we switched over from monogamy to polygamy.
Oh, okay.
This is what my argument is. Do I think more men are happier who are in polygamous relationships in lands where polygamy is accepted? I'm pretty sure, yeah. I would think they're very happy. But I don't think it would actually work in America. That's my argument. You know what I mean?
All right. Now, I don't know who this is, but there's a difference between polygamy and, I'm saying this right.
Polyamory?
That's what it sounds like. I Googled
what the hell is polyamory? No, seriously.
Is a practice of or desire an intimate relationship with more than one partner with informed consent of all partners involved. I thought that's not the same thing.
Oh my God. It's
Brandon, get it. Hey, listen, get on here, man, because you got
if you're gonna talk about something that I don't know, okay.
Well, my thing is, I read the definition.
So read the definition of polyamory again.
Is the practice of or desire for intimate relationship with more than one partner with the informed consent of all partners involved. That's what Google says.
Okay, so what's polygamy? Look that up. Tell me what that is, because I just feel like
it sounds like the same thing. Sounds like the same thing.
We said they're different concepts. I'm trying to understand what the different concept is. I feel like polygamy is the system of that. The thought of it might be polyamory.
Polygamy, the practice or custom of having more than one wife or husband at the same time. So what is the only difference is
polygamy is the system and polyamory is the thought of having it. I'm assuming that's all I can see from that. That doesn't really, it's the same thing in my mind. That doesn't really seem like
the difference in one is, polygamy, you're married, you have wives, and then polyamory, or forgive me, is
sound like a Pokemon.
You're just in relationships with
polyamory. Go.
You're in different relationships with people. You're not really married or tied to anybody. You're just
okay. So it's pretty much polygamy is when you're married. Polyamory is when you're not married and you're just dating
Yeah,
people
that's
and
what
they're
it-
all in consent.
That's
with
what
it.
it sounds like the difference is.
And I don't think, to me, I think polyamory is dumb. I think it needs to be polygamy, because if you're going to be with multiple people, it needs to be where you can actually build a family with. Polyamory seems like we're all dating and I can leave when I want to leave. You can leave when you want to leave.
But
I don't think that's a good structure.
But see, that's the thing. That's what I feel like people are nowadays are doing. And that was my argument of why you might as well, if that's what you're doing, you might as well be a polygamist. You know what I'm saying? I think that would eliminate a lot of the sneaky links and a lot of.
Well, we are polygamists in the sense that we do deal with other people. The thing is, we just don't want to accept the actual lifestyle of we like to fake the lifestyle of monogamy, but then really live the lifestyle of, I guess, it ain't even polyamory, because you can't even say everybody is acceptance of it.
Yeah. Well, my thing is I think you're right. I think a lot of people with polygamy, you actually have to, like, sister wives. This dude got 5 wives.
Yeah.
Right. But he got to take care of these 5 wives. You know what I mean? And in a lot of these like Arab countries and stuff, you can have multiple wives as long as you have the finances to do so.
Yeah, that's how it should be. And you shouldn't have to you can't be with nobody if you can't support them. And I don't think a woman would want to be in a polygamous relationship with a man if he couldn't support her.
Of course. I mean, why would you want to be?
That's
5 y'all dealing with one broke dude.
So what about Mormons? Well, Mormons,
they do. Well, I thought they outlawed that years ago.
I
don't know if they still did.
No, Mormons still do it. I think off of religious practices, but I think technically by the state it's illegal.
I think they live in Utah. Let me see.
Certain states allow, I
thought Utah.
The fact of religious polygamy, I believe. He said, have you asked someone in a polygamous or polygamous? Y'all don't question me in the comments about this relationship. I have never. Nope, I lied. I have talked to one person who was in a polygamous relationship. It was a girl.
Yeah, I know a girl too.
And she just was from the mindset of no one owns anyone. So the problem with monogamy is we feel ownership over the person we're with. We feel that this person owes us their loyalty to only us, no one else. And
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I mean, you marry somebody.
No, that's fine. But the problem is, once you're right, you're married. When you're married to somebody, you are loyal to that person. But with polygamy, if he marries another woman, she becomes part of the family. He is loyal. He's loyal to the family. It's not that he's loyal to you. He's loyal to the family. And if she's part of the family, then that means I'm loyal to all y'all.
Yeah.
But in monogamy, they don't want it to be a community. They want it to be you and me. That's it. You can't, like, it's and that's where it comes with the insecurity. If you're insecure, me wanting to be with someone else makes you feel bad about yourself. Makes you feel like, oh, I'm not adequate enough. I'm not enough for you.
Okay, I can see what you're saying about that.
Yeah, instead of looking at it as we're growing as a family, and somebody else brings something else to the table that we don't have. Sorry, y'all.
They say, "Oh, you just want another woman."
Yes, that's all. That's all. I think the women in America would see that are monogamous. They'll be like, "Oh, you just want another female, so you can go ahead and lay with."
Now, this female, is she from this country?
Yes.
Okay. The female I know isn't from this country.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was a dude did approach her, and he said, "I have these girlfriends and these wives. I want you to be part of this crew." And he basically, I said, "I got the money, I got the finances to set you up."
Mm-hmm.
A house. She doesn't live with these other women. She has her own place. He gives her money and he takes care of her. And she basically gave up her life to do this. So every so often, the dude would come by. He said, when I'm here, it's my time. We spend time together,
Yeah.
whatever. And then when I'm off, you do what you do.
What you mean you do what you do?
Like he allows
Her to be with other men?
to be with other men.
And are they married?
No.
Oh, okay.
So she's living that life. And she says she's
Comfortable with it.
She's comfortable with it. She's happy with it.
I really feel like if for women, if you laid it out for her, like, look, I'm gonna take care of you, I'm gonna provide for you. When we together, we together. When I go away, I'm doing me and you can do you. There's not a lot of men in this world in America that would allow you to do you.
Yeah.
And I honestly believe if the man gave her the opportunity to go do you, she wouldn't do it.
I believe that.
I don't think she would do it that often. I think she would be more like, well, he's giving me, you know what I mean? Women don't want to do stuff that you allow them to do. They want to do stuff you don't allow them to do. Because I don't know why.
Oh, that whole forbidden fruit.
Yeah. So if you just say, okay, go ahead, go talk to whoever you want to talk to. Now she's sitting at the house like, I don't want to go talk to nobody else. I just want to be with you.
Well,
okay.
I think it like so because this guy is obviously he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Joe Blow is going to pale in comparison to this guy, to the millionaire,
depending
on the guy.
But that just comes back to what I was saying. If you were going to deal with all these different mindsets, first off, you got to make, if you're going to have multiple women, they all got to be on the same mindset. They can't be one girl's over here doing wanting this.
Yeah.
Other girl wants another thing. You got to all be like, okay, we're all in line because we're going down this road. And y'all following me. We're going down this road. But y'all in America, there's too many women that are like, I'm not trying to do what she's doing. I'm not trying to follow this. They want to rock the boat. They're not built to be, followers. And that's what I think with polygamy, you have to have a leader. It's a defined role, leaders, and then there's followers.
Well, from what I saw, if the man was
he's the head,
and he had basically the final say. So, like when they wanted to make a decision, he would tell like, "Listen, we're going to do this."
Yeah,
and he'd get their opinion on it,
and then he figure out,
okay,
from what you just said, okay, we're going to move this way.
Yeah, that's how he, when I looked it up online, that's what they would do.
But I don't think women in America is like that for the most part. They're more like, I want to make where we're gonna go.
Well, apparently you gotta move to Utah to make this happen because a lot of these.
I don't think it's just Utah though.
But I think that's the only place it's legal.
Which would make sense because I don't think there's a lot of people in Utah, and they're like, hey, we got to get people somehow. So why don't we get these Mormon people to come through?
But I really think me personally, I think it would cut back a lot of this sneaking behind the back and all this, like I said, sneaking links. And why do that?
And I think the reason people do sneaky links, side dudes, mistresses, is not because they want to be with other people. It's the fact that when you do something bad, it feels good. The fact that the other person that you're dating doesn't know you're out here with this one, it's like the forbidden fruit. You're eating the forbidden fruit that you ain't supposed to. If they would have told you, go out there and mess with that dude, now you lose all the luster and the excitement of messing with this dude. He knows about it, and he's letting me go mess with this dude. But if he doesn't know about it, and then I can get away with it, it's like when you was a kid, you got away with sneaking candy, or whatever. It felt better.
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking different because you got to deal with the lies. You got to deal with that stuff coming back to you. You know what I mean? Like let's say you get caught.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then now everything is in jeopardy. Instead of just
being 100 with them.
Be 100. Like, listen, this is what I want to do. And if you ain't with it, well,
put in the comment section if you can be 100 with your significant other, and you say, "Look, I want to be in a polygamous relationship." Would you do it? Could you be 100 with them? Do you got a sneaky link? Don't put that in the comment section. Just simply, I want to expose yourself. But I want to know: do you think if your significant other wanted to be polygamous, you could do it?
Somebody said, yeah.
You could be okay with that.
Brandon said, yeah. He said he can do it.
Okay.
I mean, it's definitely going to be a hard conversation to have.
Wait a minute. Brandon, you telling me right now that if your wife wanted to be in a polygamous relationship, Meaning she mess with other men, you mess with other women. You'd be willing to do that, or is it just the polygamous relationship of marriage where she brings in another wife? Because I don't think they have.
I don't know if
I
I've
don't
seen
really
it.
know if that's a consistent thing where it's a polygamous where it's multiple men. I've seen a picture about that once.
Is that the lady who brought them dudes out?
It was two dudes, and they was married to her. Or that was their boyfriend. That was her boyfriend. And I just thought that was the most weirdest, oddest thing. I'm like, what man is gonna sign up to be with another woman, another man, and be with this woman? They both sharing her.
I don't know,
And
maybe-
then he doesn't mess with other women. I don't know no man that's gonna do
the
no
weird
mess
part.
like that.
Now I seen one where a lady had like 7 dudes, and she brought them all out for her birthday. She actually had them all dressed the same.
Wait a minute, they all met?
Yeah, they all. It was a picture of they all were sitting at the table together, and they all seemed cool with it.
Hell no. I'm not. Wait a minute. Well, she flew me out. If she flew us all out, she got some paper. So
You gonna be cool with it? Because more, maybe men with
girl,
it.
as soon as this party over, I'm going to take my suit and I'm going to the strip club and do what I do.
Well, maybe we men are built for.
We just have an open relation. It's all about having an honest conversation with your spouse.
Really? So your lady would, like, let's say she want to bring another dude home. You would be all right
He
with that?
said it's all about having an honest conversation.
And you would be like, okay, okay. That's
I
cool.
don't think it's a problem if I think it's weird if you're married and you just want to go fool around with other people, like kind of on some like swinger stuff. To me, you're really bringing in some other. You got to realize you're bringing in.
Oh, see, now I wish you were on.
He said we talked about it before. Okay.
And what came of it? What happened?
Yeah, let us know. We want to know the juicy.
I know the details, man. See,
but-
these times you're supposed to get on live, but I know you at work.
He ain't doing no damn work. He over there having a whole conversation, watching us or listening. My thing is, you can't expect to bring other people into your relationship because everybody ain't genuine. There's some devils out there that is in wolves in sheep clothing, and they're trying to take what you have. That to involve other people, especially other men, that's a recipe for a disaster. Because my thing is this: if I meet a woman who's for me, she's genuinely for me, she got my back, we get married, and I'm like, okay, I want to bring another woman into the marriage. I can't bring no other woman into this marriage unless my wife approves of it. Meaning I'm thinking she's this person is genuine, but she's got to feel her out. And if I trust my wife, I'm gonna be like, what you think about this one? Do you think she's genuine or not? If she's like, nah, something out about her, she kind of off. She's trying to be, I don't like her vibe. Then it's over. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Because I'm not gonna have two wives in my life that are literally beefing. They don't get along with each other.
That's just gonna.
No, I need peace. He said, we agree that when we get to a point that we are comfortable with our lives and agree to how we conduct ourselves, then we look into it.
Okay. I mean, at least you had a conversation. Most people.
I think that's a conversation you gotta have because nowadays, how many people? I'd rather us talk about it, a tough conversation, and we get further in the relationship. He's like, look, once we start feeling like I'm interested in other people, let's have that conversation because I'd rather you do that than you have a sneaky link and you talking about you going out of town to go see your mother and your mother come to the house. And then I'm like, well, where is she? Now that's when the crazy come out.
That's when the problems happen. And that's what I'm saying. Like, why not just try it? Why not at the very least have the conversation? If you feel like you want to step out, you need to take a second and be like, you know what? Let me try to work this out.
All right. Well, okay. Tell us how this conversation goes because I don't see how you bring that up and then you talk to a woman, an American woman that is insecure and has self-doubt and you think, how many times you gonna hold up? How many times you gonna keep doing back
I don't
and
know.
forth?
It's a habit. I'm just.
Stop
I'm listening.
rocking.
I'm listening to you.
All
man.
right, now.
I'm sorry.
But I can hear the. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. So, how are you gonna talk to your woman, and you know she's insecure, you know she's sensitive, and you know she's from American background, to tell her, hey, I want to bring somebody else into the relationship or deal with somebody else, and you don't think that's not gonna make her feel inferior?
I mean, you're never going to know unless you.
I'm asking you, how do you? What do you say?
I'm
I'm your woman. Go ahead, talk to me.
I'm just be honest about it. Look,
What?
I really feel like
What you feel,
we
nigga?
should-
What you feel?
I feel like we should take this to the next level. You know what I mean? I feel
What
like
what
we
next
can,
level?
I
We
feel
already
like
we
we can-
already married. What other
I
level? You
feel
trying to
like
have a kid?
we can expand more
Trying to have a kid?
on our family. What does a kid have to do?
You
with
said
it?
you trying to expand our family. What kind of expand?
Yeah, you know, bring another person in. What do you think about that?
So you trying to say I'm not enough?
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying I think
What are you saying?
we can share our love with someone else.
I have all my love is for you. I don't want nobody
And
to give
my love is for you too. But
So then
we
you don't
can
have no
take-
other love to give. What you talking about?
We do. I said we do.
You just said your love is for me. Man, that's how it's gonna go down, and it's not gonna go looking good. You gonna be
What-
sleeping on the couch.
What does an American background have to do with it? If guys are open to each other, you should be able to have that combo.
You said if you guys are open with each other, because
They got
American
real-
background.
yeah, it did get weird.
Oh yeah, American background means you have American morals. You grew up as an American. You grew up dealing with how you see the world. How Americans see the world is different than how Europeans or Asians or Australians or whoever Africans see the world. So, and what we find important is it might not be the same thing they find important. You get what I'm saying? So to say to you to be with an American-born woman and they've been Americanized, to try to get her to do something that isn't what most Americans live their life by, it's a tall feat to try to get to. I almost feel like if you're going to try to be a polygamist, you might as well go find it from in another country, because we are too brainwashed to say that that's not going to work.
Yeah,
It's too many mountains to climb to get over the hump.
I mean, people are doing it, but
And they might be
small.
doing it, but it's a small portion.
Yeah, and you definitely got a mindset, like you said. You do definitely have to have a mindset to do that, to know that you are sharing somebody, sharing that man.
I ain't about to. I got hard enough with one. I don't need to get with 2, 3. I thought about it when I was like probably last year. I was like, yeah, you know what? I could see me being a polygamist, but the reality is,
Yeah, it surprised me that you said no.
I said no because I started thinking about the reality of it. Like, how much mental health do we just push to the wayside in America? And that's where I'm getting at. I don't think it would work in majority of people because there's so many fucking crazy people.
Yeah.
So many insecure, so many people thinking that they deserve everything.
Here goes my thing about this though. You know, I've seen this. We've seen this on TikTok where a dude is dating this girl and he finds out it's his sister, right?
Oh god!
And people could, and they have like 25,000 followers. People can accept that, but they can't accept a polygamous relationship. Like I don't make it make sense to me. I don't understand that.
I know. I think humanity. If you've seen somebody with a polygamous relationship, you could deal with it. It's the people who are in the polygamous relationship who
That
can't deal with it.
Okay.
I mean, you would have to literally go searching, scouring through the internet. Like, I think there'll be more polygamous relationships because, like you said, whoever is interested in it, they can have groups and they can have forums and things like that where you can find, you can, filter through everybody. But just randomly, just meeting people in the world, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't see it happening. He said, I'm selfish, so the playing field gotta be even.
That Shay said that.
Oh, the playing field gotta be even. What does that mean?
Meaning, if he got other women, she can have other dudes.
So how does that make you selfish? That doesn't make you selfish. Selfish means you just want it your way or you want it to yourself.
My way or the highway.
You're saying you want things to be even. That doesn't make it selfish.
That makes sense. It makes sense.
No, but that means you just want you want the same opportunity they have.
Yeah, I mean that part makes sense. That's what I mean.
Yeah, the even part, but the selfish. I mean, if you were selfish, you'd be like, "Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to share." America accept child marriage and political corruption. Polygamy is small in comparison.
That gotta be Brandon. Where accept child marriage at?
In some countries, no, we accept child marriage by in West Virginia and things like that. You can get married at like 14, 15 years old if your parents approve of it. So
got you. Actually, Michigan too. Believe it or not, that can happen. That's right. Okay, I see what you're saying.
So you can get married at young ages if your parents approve. And I don't know. For me, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't see nothing wrong with if your parents approve of whatever lifestyle you want to live, let them.
Really?
Yeah. What changed? I'm asking you this. What changed 100 years ago where parents would, get their kids who were 12, 13, 14 years old get married with the older person or with the same age or maybe not same age, but somebody who took on as a wife? He's a child though.
I mean, look,
that's the parents, and that I don't live
with society.
But this is the thing. I don't live everybody's life. I only live my life. So my thing is, who am I to judge what somebody else's family want to do, how they live their life? We just watched and go check us out on Social Norm on YouTube. We did a reaction about the gypsy culture. The gypsy cultures, they get married hella early, and their parents approve of it. So my thing is, if that's your culture, who am I to enforce what I feel on you? Because I don't want you to enforce what I feel or what you feel on me. He said, in most cases, it wasn't the child's choice.
Back then, no, there was
and you know what? Hey, that's how it was. I don't think it was. It's the parents' choice. The parents of both families decided this is what we're doing.
I still don't think you should do that though.
You get to.
Nowadays,
you get to decide when a kid go to what they eat. You get to decide when a kid go to sleep. You get to decide what a kid wear. Why the hell you can't decide when they?
That's life changing though.
You're the parent. You decide how their life is going. How you want to raise your child.
I don't know, man.
So now we taking away from the parents. Parents don't get to decide what they do with their kids.
Not marry them off to some other dude.
Who? Why? Because you say so?
Because it's just wrong.
I'm just asking, why is it wrong? Because you say so, or because
a kid don't know what to do at not no teenager.
You exactly right. The kid don't know. The parents should do. So if the parents say this is what you should do,
okay,
you go with what the parents say, right?
Let me give you an example.
You haven't really lived your life though, so I don't know about that.
That's true. Okay.
Well, first,
I'll give you an example. What's his name, son or daughter now? He used to play for the Heat. I can't think of his full name now.
Oh, Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade. Now they're letting their son transition into a woman.
Yeah.
So you good with that?
Look, are you talking about me personally?
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't think it's right. But I ain't gonna stop him.
That's crazy.
That's his choice. As parents, do I think it's right? No, I don't think it's right. They should do that, but that's not my choice. They gotta live with the consequences of their actions.
So you basically saying the same thing about the marriage. Then.
You gotta live with if it works out. Because this is the thing: how many people have had arranged marriages from children and actually lived their whole life married to that person, had kids, had a family, had generations of grandkids? Are you going to sit there and try to say that they was wrong for doing that? The parents for doing that? No. But okay, yeah. And there's some ones that went out there and they picked the wrong person and then they got divorced years later, and maybe, okay, that was the wrong decision. But you can't sit there and say every decision, that whole spectrum of it is wrong because you feel it's wrong. Otherwise, everybody would have been doing it if they thought it was wrong.
I guess.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
But I see your point, because in India they still do that. They still do the arranged marriage thing.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think it's wrong for parents to forcefully make their kids go to church?
Yes. I was forced to go to church.
And you think that was wrong?
Yes.
So as a child, so is it wrong for a parent to forcefully make their kids eat vegetables? Thank you. I rest my case. You can't tell me what's right and what's wrong. Only a parent from living life decides what's right for their child. And only them. Now, do they make some mistakes? Yes.
Of course.
Can they be wrong? Yes. But but at the end of the day, we all can agree the choices they are making they believe are in the best interest for their child. Whether it be right or wrong, that's their belief. There should be a thin line, though. No, there shouldn't be a thin line. It should be let the parents raise their kids. You see, everybody want to sit there and blame parents for not raising their kids, but then want to tell them how to raise their kids. Let parents raise their kids how they see fit.
They're going to do it anyway.
Because you got to realize,
they're going to do it, but
the only thing they're trying to do, if they're trying to raise their kids, they're trying to do the best for their kids. Yeah, are there some sleazeball parents who take advantage of their kids and use them and abuse them? Yes, there is. And for them, shame on you. But for the other ones, they have certain cultures and they have certain beliefs. Who am I to push my beliefs onto them? Now, can I screw face them and be like, I wouldn't do that? Yeah, but I can't blame them.
Well, I'm not blaming them.
Like, what my thing is this: you got parents who have their kids like Mormons had them damn girls looking like goddamn nuns or from
Little House
on the Prairie looking ridiculous, and I'm like, that's weird, but that's their choice. But then you got other parents who let their kids wear mini skirts and thongs and low cut blouses, and I think that shit's weird. Which one is right? Which one is wrong? Maybe they both wrong. Maybe they both right. I don't know. But you gotta let them make their choices. That's what the world's about, ain't it?
Yeah, that's true.
So, y'all can, he said that's a permanent long-term decision. It's not like piercing ears. Okay. Making your kids go to school is a permanent decision too. Like, what do you mean? Like, choices you make. Well, okay, you not letting your kid go to school is a permanent decision. Like, there's parents who don't care if their kids go to school or not.
Sad but true.
So to say a parent that wants to marry their kid off to somebody that they believe is a genuinely good person that will provide for their kids, in their mind, like in the gypsy culture, they believe that women were brought on this earth to take care of the household, have kids, be mothers. That's what their purpose is. You guys can say, okay, that's wrong. You could say, okay, that's not progressive. It doesn't really matter what you say. It matters what their culture feels. In their culture, that's what it is. So they get married early and they go live with the man. He gets them a home and she cleans the home and that's what she does her whole life. Now, you could say, oh, that's not purposeful, but it is. Because if she has purpose, she has a reason to be there.
You know what I think it is?
Yeah.
Well, for me personally,
the Romanian culture. Stop trying to get canceled.
Oh, he's talking about
why? Me calling it gypsy?
Yeah, I think the show is called.
It's a gypsy culture. That's what they said, not me. I'm a Romanian culture. See, who said that? I bet you it's Brandon. I bet you money that was Brandon who said that. Brandon, you don't get to decide what they call it. You know what I mean? That's what they called it. I'm just repeating what they said. I guess that would be like if white boys repeated.
They were.
You're like, wait a minute.
Is that their N-word? I don't know.
Oh, that's what you said. Oh God, please.
Maybe you're right. Is that their N-word? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I never looked at it as
that's a good question.
Is it a word?
We have to look into that.
Well, let's look it up. Is gypsy a slur word? You said get canceled. You can't cancel me. I'm untouchable. That's how I look at life.
Well, okay. So I was going to say this. I think what it is, since we're on the outside looking in, like you said, it's people's cultures. It just looks and sounds taboo. Young people getting married, teenagers getting married. It was like that even in this country back in the day. But
So they taboo then.
yeah, it's
It's taboo
just,
now.
it just sounds taboo. I'll say it like that. I'm not saying it is, but that's just how it sounds.
Okay, so it says on Google, because I typed in gypsy, a slur word. It says, while some find the term gypsy to be offensive, many stakeholders and witnesses were proud to associate themselves with that term. And so we have decided that it is right and proper to use it when appropriate. So, bam, Brandon, I can say gypsy.
Romania.
All right,
I mean,
He said Romania culture. Go ahead.
I guess that's where they're from. Romania. I don't know.
In Romania. Yeah, I mean, well, no, I think gypsies are all through the European culture.
Okay.
England, France, all that. They're all through there because they travel. They're travelers.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So, sorry.
There it is.
But no. Okay, so let me ask you this.
All right.
Let's say you had a child
Uh-huh.
and your child met a man. You got a daughter. Let's say you got a daughter. And a dude comes to you, your daughter's 16. The dude comes to you, he's 18. And he says, I want to marry your daughter. I've got, this set up. I got a house. I got a car. I got transportation. Got a good job. I got a good pension gonna be coming up 25 years. I want to marry your daughter, make her my wife. And she agrees that she wants to marry this dude. You realize, and everybody in the neighborhood is like, this is a good dude. Would you allow him to marry your daughter? And he's telling you, he comes to you and says, look, I'm gonna give you $10,000.
He's offering me a dowry for my daughter.
Yes, I'm gonna give you $10,000 to marry your daughter with your blessing. And he comes at you respectfully.
And he needs my permission.
It's yours. He's come to you. If you say no, he won't do it. He's gonna leave. He's gonna be like, okay, I'm fine. But he comes to you. And your daughter likes him. He's respectfully. He comes to you. He says, look, this is my plan in life. I'm telling you, this is what I want to do. And you listen to him and you think it's a good plan. Damn, that's a good ass plan. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna say no.
Wow. Why?
It's just my daughter is 16.
Yeah, she wants to marry him. He wants to be married, and he's giving you.
Not
and
right
he's coming
away.
at you.
I can't have that.
He
To
says,
me,
"Look," he's like, "Look, I'm going to be married in the next year or so. So I came to you. This is respect. If you say no, I'm gonna have to move on. I'm gonna go find I'm gonna have to find my other wife."
I'm not gonna lie to you. The opportunist in me is like, take the money. But
So you're just basing it off the money. You're not basing it off of
no.
Okay, this might be a good look for my daughter.
No.
She's not that smart.
Listen,
I know
I'm torn between the two thoughts. My thought is she's too young.
And what
she
if
hasn't lived yet?
What if she told you she wants to be a housewife?
That's fine, but wait till you're a little older.
What do you mean she hasn't lived yet? You mean she hasn't been through a few dicks?
No.
Like, what does that mean? What does that
high
mean?
School. Figure out what you want to do with your life.
She just told you what she want to do with her life. See, this is the problem with people.
She may change her mind over the years.
And this is the thing. People get so distraught when somebody tells you what they want to be in life. You always say, well, that, somebody says, I want to be a football player. I want to be an NFL player. Da, da, da. Why would you want to sit there and talk about, well, figure maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work. But I'm saying if a girl tells you at 16, I want to be a housewife. I want to have kids. I want to be a mother. I don't want to work. I just want to take care of home. And this is what she's telling you. Why, as a father, is it wrong? I get you saying, Let her go live, and hopefully she changes her mind, or maybe she sticks with it. But at the end of the day, if somebody says this is what I want, Dad, and they never told you any other thing that they wanted, like it'd be different if your kid was like, 1 week they want to be a fireman, next week they want to be a lawyer, next week they want to be a doctor. You're like, you know what?
You don't
No,
know
I'm
what
not
you
going with
want.
that. But if she's never told you what she wanted to be, and then she tells you this is what I want to be in life,
I still like, nah,
you're gonna deny.
no.
This is
Because-
crazy. That's crazy.
exactly. We all thought we knew what we wanted at 16.
Who's we? Don't put me in the mix with y'all.
Listen, I don't think
Everybody
like,
didn't know what they wanted at 16.
I'm like, nah, I don't think you know what this is.
He said,
I'm like, wait. I would tell her to wait. If you still feel this way after a certain amount of time,
all right. So what if he
Yeah.
tells you at 16, I'm gonna give you $10,000 to marry your daughter? You say no. He tells you, but at 18, I'm gonna marry your daughter, and I'm not giving you $10,000.
But we're gonna wait and see.
What do you mean?
I'll take that gamble.
Okay, so in 2 years, I'm gonna marry your daughter,
I'll take that gamble.
and then you just it is what it is. You
Yeah.
cool with that?
Yeah, I'll take that gamble. But right now, no. Right now is a no,
Okay.
and I'll stand by that. I don't care.
Okay. I mean, it ain't even about the $10,000. I'm gonna be like, look, it's all about how I feel about this man. That's what it's about for me. Why are you selling your daughter? What do you mean? Why am I selling my daughter?
Well,
First off, okay, go ahead.
in different cultures, like in Indian culture, you would if a man is trying to marry a woman in a different family, the family would actually bring a dowry. It's called a dowry to that household for the daughter. In different cultures, that's just what it is. It's not selling.
She is a prize.
She is a prize. You know, she's a prize possession, and I'm giving you something of equal value
that you consider valuable, whether it be goats, whether it be whatever,
money, whatever,
for her leaving. Because you got to realize that woman, that daughter, she cooks, she cleans, she doing a lot of things for the household that he's taking with him. So at that point, you got to give me something in return. You want this woman, you want her to have kids by you, you got to give the family something.
I mean, granted, that's not American culture. It's not, but
it used to be.
It used to be.
I think it just, once we got more integrated and different, it wasn't. So
she's an item at that point.
Everybody, what are you talking about? She's an item. Everybody's an item if you want to be technical. There's always a scale to where you got, like, if you got kids, you got multiple kids, guess what? When your kids grow older, you're gonna have a favorite. At that point, everybody scales worth and value in life. You know what's more, like, okay, my one kid's a doctor, a surgeon, and my other kid works at UPS. Okay, you know what I mean? Or not, maybe not UPS. Let's say he works at Burger King. I'm gonna have to say, my other kid's doing a little better for himself. He's a little bit more valuable in life. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is, if I know my kid wants something at 16, because let's be real. If I'm gonna give them, I'm gonna say this. This is what I would say. At 16, if I really feel like this dude is a good dude, this dude might be the one for my daughter. He's got, he's got it together, all that. I'm gonna be like, y'all gotta go to counseling. Y'all gotta go to marriage counseling first. Y'all go to marriage counseling, and the marriage counselor, y'all talk about some things, and because that's what's you're gonna figure it out when they go asking some tough questions. It might be all lovey-dovey right then, but once you get them tough questions out there, she's gonna realize, I don't know if I'm ready for this, Dad. Okay, well, we'll wait.
Well, that's what I mean. Like right now, no.
But if she does all those things that I'm asking, and she still says, I want to marry this guy.
At 18?
No, I'm talking about 16, 17.
No.
Go ahead.
16, 17? No. Definitely not.
You couldn't have lived back in the day.
No, I wouldn't. I couldn't. That's why
you'll be sitting there. Oh my God, my baby's so going. She gotta leave the house sometime. Like, what does it matter?
I'm not saying never. I'm just saying that
what
right
age?
Now.
What age?
If she want to do it at 18,
what the fuck is 2 years gonna do?
2 years.
What the hell? What the hell, dude?
You could, like I said, you can change your mind. You can want this now.
Wait a minute. I mean, she's 16, living in your home, living in your household, being under your wing. What the hell in 2 years is she living under your wing gonna do?
I don't listen. Mentally, she could change her. I mean, she could change her mind. She could want.
She
this
can change
today.
her mind before she goes and says, "I do," and that's fine. It's over.
Well, as long as I'm in charge of her decisions, the answer is no.
Okay, I get it. You don't want to have the blame. That's
The
fine.
blame.
That's all that is. Y'all want to sit there and play the game. He don't want to have the blame.
It ain't about the
Yes,
blame.
it is. It
It
is.
ain't about the
Because you
blame.
know why? What you don't want to do is say, I put her in this position by approving it, and then they end up
Nah,
failing.
She put
Because
herself.
if she ends up passing, then you could be like, hey, I picked a good, I picked her for her. But if she fails, you be like, oh man, I screwed my daughter up.
She
No, because-
picked that man.
Exactly. You want it to be where afterwards it's off of you.
Nah,
To where if she
ain't-
picks no,
No.
because let me say right now, if she was 18 and she said, I want to marry this man, are you gonna say yes?
I can't. I'm gonna still say no, but I cannot stop her.
At what age are you gonna say yes?
I don't think. At least in her 20s. Real, if life
In
was
her
perfect,
20s?
if life was perfect, but it's not.
I never said it was perfect. Everybody lives different lives.
Yeah,
There's people who get married at
That's
45.
fine.
There's people who get married at 18.
that's fine.
And so what I'm saying is, why does age have to do with anything about? Because you know why? I'm gonna tell you what happens. The longer you have her wait, the more she's gonna be with other men, and she's gonna start resenting men because she's gonna find failures, guys who are not worthy of her to be married to. And guess what's gonna happen? She's gonna put all them damages onto the man she married, and they're gonna wonder why the marriage don't work out. All I'm saying is there's on both coins. What's wrong with getting with one man early in life?
I don't.
And my grandmother got married when she was 18.
And it worked out.
Yeah,
Okay.
40.
And that-
They
and
lived
that's
they-
fine.
45 years married.
My parents got married that young too. 18.
And it was what you
Not
talking about?
16, 18. And believe it or not, my mother was older than my father. My mother was 22. My father was 18.
So your mother was rocking the cradle.
Yeah.
You can call the people on her.
Believe
That's
too
what I'm
late
gonna do.
now.
No, it ain't.
And believe it or not,
Call Bill Cosby. It ain't
believe
never
or
too
not,
late.
My father had to go to my mother's father.
Your mother. Say again.
I'm sorry. My father had to ask my parents, my grandparents for permission to get married.
Your father had to ask permission from
His parents.
his mother's.
Yeah.
I mean, your mother's parents.
No, he had to ask his parents. He had to ask my grandparents.
So his biological parents, he had to ask.
Yes, he
to get
needed-
married
he
to
needed
his-
consent at that time.
Oh, 18.
Back then, he needed consent.
And they said, okay, didn't they? Look it.
They said okay.
Look it. So the same thing. No,
18
no. Come
though.
on, listen.
18
No, but
though.
it didn't matter. You said they needed consent. So that it means he couldn't have gotten married without his parents' approval.
Yeah.
So the same thing I'm asking you to do for your daughter that your
No.
father's parents, your grandparents did for your father, you're not willing to do.
No.
Why? Because it's your daughter? See,
Yeah,
no, this is the thing. This is double standard we have in America, that women are so precious and men ain't shit.
First of all,
If it was
like
your
I
okay,
said, it was
flip the script.
18.
Flip the
It was
script.
18, not 16.
flip
It was
the
18. The age I said they could probably do it.
I don't give a damn if it was 24. If the parents are having the approval, they have the control. They decide whether he gets married or doesn't get married. So my thing is, just like you had the control. You chose not to do it because of her age. He's 18. Your parents could have easily said, "Oh, you're too young." Because I just asked you, what if she was 18? Would you do it? You said, no, I still would say no. Because she's too young. So my thing, flip the script. Let's say it was your son. Your son wanted to marry a woman at 18.
I still tell him no. Because he don't know nothing. You don't know none of that.
See,
age.
that,
You know what you want.
so I guess so that don't even make no sense because the logic of your father proves all that wrong.
That's him. That's him.
I'm just saying, the one person who you should have followed life with literally proves all your theory wrong.
Listen,
he knew exactly what he wanted. He lived his life. He had multiple kids with one woman.
More power to him. That's him. And I would do me.
So you're
my daughter's not getting
so let
married.
me get this right. So it seems like you're basing your life, your child's life off of what your choices were.
Yeah, so what?
I rest my case, y'all. I rest my case. That shit's wrong. He shouldn't let that happen. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do not.
You
care.
do what
Like,
you
listen,
think is for the best.
I'm glad it worked out for it because I'm here. If it didn't work out, I probably wouldn't be here. But
you're like I said, parents
it
base everything off of what they feel is the best for their kids, and you're basing off of what you've done. So you think that was the best thing you should have did for yourself. I mean, what age did you get married?
I got married at 30.
30.
I think it was 30 at the time.
Well, I beat you. I'm 32 and I still ain't been married. So
I can't remember whatever age I was.
20s went by fast, y'all.
It did.
Would y'all at what age? Like what ages would you have wanted to get married? If you're not married now, what age would you want to get married?
If you're planning to have kids, I suggest you do it early. Get married if you're going to get married and have kids. I mean, because you don't have to be married to have kids nowadays. I suggest you do it early.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to. I never wanted to rush into nothing, but I just felt like it just came by so fast.
It does, because you're so busy living your life and stuff like that.
Like
now, if I had kids, I'm gonna be the old dad. And we at the graduation, everybody gonna think I'm the grandfather and I'm the father.
This is why I say when I was younger, my friends who are married to this day, literally they had it where they were like, I'm going to make it a point to get married. I'm making a point to be with this woman. And now they're married, they got kids, they're living their life. I'm about to sneeze. False alarm,
Okay.
y'all. And now I'm 32 and I'm still not married. Still don't have, you know what I mean? So where were my priorities? My priorities was on other things, making money.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's okay. I mean, everybody has their choices in life.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
But
you gotta live with it. If I never have kids, I'm be good with that.
Let me ask you this. If you could have found, if you would have known for a fact that this is your one true love, your soulmate, would you get married early? Would you get married at 18?
If it was my soulmate and I knew it was,
yeah,
like for a fact,
yeah,
no doubt, I probably would have got married early.
So if your daughter,
no, not 18, no, I wouldn't do that 18.
Knowing that that's your soulmate, you wouldn't get married.
If it's my soulmate,
yes,
I would wait, because it was my soulmate. It wouldn't matter.
It would matter. It would. Why would you not want to start living your life with your soulmate as soon as possible?
I don't think it would.
So you think, let me go ahead and let her just go live. Let me go see. You're like, I just want to be with other women. That's what this whole thing is coming back to. He wants to just be with other women.
My thing is, you gotta live. Like, it's a whole different ball game. Once you shut that door, when you marry, once you shut that door, it should stay shut. Should.
Not apparently for some people in the comments.
Should.
Someone said, thank you, Beans. Who said that shit? We all thought we knew. Okay. Why are you telling your daughter? Okay. I mean, you should. It's in a perfect world, men would be with as many women as they can, handle, and women in a man's world, which we were in a man's world at some point, but now it's unshifted. In a man's world, I think most men would say men be with multiple women, have multiple kids, and all of them get along, and that's it. But the reality is that ain't how it's gonna be. It's gonna be some hell. You're gonna be hearing a whole bunch of arguing, yapping. You gotta listen to one woman, then go to the other house and listen to another woman. Would you have them all in the same house?
No, I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. They don't have them under the same roof.
Yeah, I think you would have to let them have their own house, be under their own roof with their own kids, and then you have maybe weekend events where they all meet up together.
Yeah,
and have the kids play with each other and things like that. Instead of just like, because women being in the same house, you're asking for trouble. Because somebody gonna want to step up and be like, I'm the head bitch in charge. I was the first.
Listen, there was a time, I'm telling my whole family business right now. There was a time where my two aunts came to live with us.
Yeah.
And it started off okay. It started okay.
Did your mother have to push a little bit? Like, look, I'm the head motherfucker here.
My father had to be after a while. My father had to be like, look, they gotta go because this is not working.
Was this your mother's
It's my mother's sisters.
Okay, why wasn't it working? Why wasn't it working?
Well, because like you said, it turned into like a kind of a power struggle.
Mhm.
And then my father's like, well, it shouldn't be one because this is my house. This is my wife. You guys are just staying here because of your circumstances. You don't have say in anything.
Oh, and they were so they were trying to take control of the house.
Yeah, they were saying, and they was like, no, I didn't ask you for your opinion.
Like, I don't know. And when I used to have a house, we didn't do that over here.
Yeah,
Like, well,
that's what it was turning into. And my father's like, okay, this is not working. Y'all,
okay.
Y'all got to get y'all stuff together and then live your life.
All right. So I pretty much got from Shay that she wants it to be equal. She wants it to be fair.
Can it be fair? It's a question.
No, it can't be fair because we two different types of people. I'm a man. You're a woman. You have babies. I create babies. It's a difference. I don't think, and how we look at things is different. So I personally don't think it'd be fair.
I agree because in a situation like that, there has to be a leader.
Yeah,
and leader. If
that's
you're a
the
leader,
thing.
you cannot. It is not equal if you are a leader.
Yeah, no, there's no equality in a tribe or in a I guess a pride. The fact is, there's one leader, and then there's other leaders just
I think
under
so,
them
either
is
monarchy or patriarchy. I think I forget which word it is.
What do you mean?
Like there's in a monarchy,
there's one leader.
There's a leader, and then there's everybody else.
Yes,
I believe
they're
that's
under
monarchy.
them.
I believe that's monarchy.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking of lions. Like, for the most part, so why not? So I should make sure you're good, but I can't have what I want.
Well, okay. The question is, what would you want? What do you want?
That's the question, because I would think, this is just my opinion, what a woman would want is security, protection, and love. That's what I would think you want. If a man's providing for you, and he's giving you security, protection, and love and respect, how does that? I don't get what you're saying. That's the reason. The reason in the pride, all the females are with the male is because he's providing them security and protection.
Or Shay, the question is, do you want to be with other men? You know what I mean?
Well, because you said you want it to be fair. How is it fair? What's fair about? Because we have two different roles. So I don't know why it would be fair in the sense of equal. And my thing is this: I don't understand why people think equals fair. Especially if you're two different things. That'd be like if a man and a woman were to play basketball together. They're playing the same sport, and they should go by the same rules. No, they shouldn't go by the same rules because we're not the same person. I'm not equal to you. We could play by the same rules, but it's gonna be heavily in my favor, not yours. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I think I see what you're saying.
That's why. That's why in boxing they have men only fight men, and they only have certain weight classes. I can't fight Beans.
No.
In boxing because we're on two different weight classes. It would be unfair.
Yeah, it would be.
And vice versa, it would be unfair for him to fight a woman his size because they're not the same. That's why I say it can't never be fair in the sense of equal because we're not equal.
Okay.
I want to know what Shay got to say. Shay, why don't you get on the live? You always running from the live. Click on the link. Get in the StreamYard.
We're not gonna attack you. I'm not
gonna. I'm not gonna attack you. I'm not gonna attack you. I'm just playing. I just want to know. Get in the live stream sometimes. You know what I mean? You always watching the comments. You always commenting, but you don't ever want to get on the live stream. And she be like, "I'm at work." You don't be at work at 5. You get off at 5. I know your schedule. He said, "If you wanted to step out, could I be able to if I handled my end. If who wants to step out, you or me, the man or the woman?
If I wanted to step out, could I be able?
I'm not, yo.
Oh, she's saying if she wanted to step out, could she?
No. You don't step outside the pride.
That's what she means by
You don't step outside the pride. That's not how it works. The pride is the pride. That's the family. You started, if you see the thing, this is why I always get back to. When men get with other women, men are just soaking their oats. They roll, what is it called?
sowing their oats.
Sowing their oats. They're getting, they're hunters. We're hunting. When women go outside the pride and mess with another, they're trying to replace the king. That's the difference. No woman wants to deal with a man on some like, oh, you're not better than my man, but I'm just going to deal with you for right now. No, she wouldn't waste her time with that. She's only going to deal with a man that is possibly can dethrone the king.
Oh, okay, like cheating up,
whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay, I see
she's
what you
looking to replace you. That's why it doesn't work the same way in my mind. What it look like you coming in with another man on some, hey, this is us and such. And I'm like, yeah, okay, well, tell what's name take his shoes off. I ain't taking my shoes off. Now we over here
mean. Beefing.
Why he gotta take his shoes off? Who the fuck is the king under this mug? Me or him? Then it would be for me because I'm selfish. You get to dabble. Oh, my eyes is blind. Dabble, but I can't. You get to explore. Why can't I? What do you need to explore? I'm just asking. If you ain't, I mean, my thing is this.
I think she's saying you get to experience different women every night if you wanted to, but she got to experience the same man every night.
And this is why I say, if you don't look at him as your king, then what's the point of even being with him? If you want to go deal with other men, go deal with other men.
She says, no, I know someone who literally comfortable cheating and not replacing him at all. And at that point, that's what I say. Listen, why don't you just?
The only reason a woman is comfortable cheating is because she realized he's cheating. She's reactive. It ain't the fact that she's just cheating and she knows he's not cheating, and she stays with him. She stays with him probably because he's the best option at this moment. But as soon as he were to find out, she's like, all right, I'm fine. I'll go be with this other guy.
I do.
Yeah. And there are some, like I said, there's some bad women out there that really just go out there and fool around and don't respect, the man they with. But then in my mind, I ask them, why even be with them? If you don't respect them to where you don't want to be with other people, because my question is this: how many dicks you got to take in your life for you to say? Because I talk to girls and they always be like, hey, one guy, one dick, other dick, whatever. Like, how many more guys you got to be with? Because you know how many times girls like, I ain't trying to just catch no bodies for no reason. Is that what you? Because that's what you're telling me. If you're not trying to build a relationship with the guys you out here messing with, are you just catching bodies for no reason?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You just gonna run you gonna run your body count up for what? What benefit is that? Where does that benefit you? I'm just asking because it don't affect the man. A man can run he can get a body count up and it don't mess nothing with him. But with women who get their body count high, it seems like they got more mental issues.
Do it?
I think so.
I don't know. I've been on the game
100%. And I'm glad you know that.
It's a double standard.
So now you
really is.
You've answered your own question. Why would you? People keep trying to fight double standards instead of just accepting them as that's the way it is, and that's how it's always going to be.
I mean, is it? I mean, with Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B all out there like that, I'm surprised it hasn't shifted in that direction. Where?
What do you mean? Cardi B's never. I mean, Megan Thee Stallion never been married.
That's true.
She don't got no kids. and she don't got no family. Cardi B on one step from being divorced, probably gonna be divorced by the end of next year.
My thing is, okay, so if either one, my question is, if either one of them wanted to go to date you or whatever, would you care about their body count?
Who, Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B?
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah, I care about it.
See, I wouldn't.
I mean, my thing is this: would I mess with them? I mess with them for selfish reasons, to get put on, not because I actually want to build a relationship with them.
But let's say they wanted to.
They can want to all they want. If I don't want to, it wouldn't matter. I would be with them, pretending. I probably pretend for a minute that I wanted to be, oh yeah, we can figure this thing out. I mean, now if I actually got to meet them and know them, and then maybe they were genuine good people, I would still question everything, because I'd be like, well, you'll sell your soul for money to put yourself out there like that. Like I don't like women who gyrating and showing their body parts to the rest of the world. That's supposed to be for me,
Okay.
right? I mean, as a man, would you want your wife to be out here shaking that ass and showing, making videos about it? And I mean, I get it. They making a lot of money.
I know that's why I had
But
to take a breath.
man, look, at some point you got to have some standards for yourself. It says, honestly, spiritually, yes. They seem a little crazy because they have all those different souls tied.
Soul
going.
ties.
Is he talking about Cardi B in there?
She's talking about women in general with like high body counts. When you said they're, I don't want to say crazy, but
yeah, they crazy. Nobody want to sit there and be with. No man wants to marry a woman who got 50 to 100 women, 100 bodies on them. The souls of lost men are through there. There's been more wars. There's been more deaths in war than came through you. Like, come on, man.
Oh man, I can't even.
I don't want to. I mean,
okay. I mean,
it's like what they say. You want a hole in the streets, but hole in the sheets, but
freak in the sheets,
and a lady in the streets. So if you showing me that you a hole in the streets, what can I do with you? What can any man do with you? What Future say? She belonged to the streets. That's what it is. She belonged to the streets.
Okay, my question is this: do you think a woman can change her ways?
Anybody can change their ways.
Or you think once she out there, she out there?
Anybody can change their ways, but how many people actually really change? Unless you really want to. Like, I think you gotta hit bottom. You gotta hit bottom before you just want to change. The problem is the women who out here hoeing and being crazy and gyrating, nobody condemns them. They all approve it. So why would she stop if nobody's condemning her? See, back in the day, people condemned people for doing wrong or doing, things that they didn't feel was right. And guess what? They had to pay the price. Nobody would marry them. Nobody would deal with them. Now we letting strippers and whores get married and don't have no backlash from it. They can have a talk show. They can do whatever. They can go live their life. They can be. Now, I don't know their daily life, but I'm just saying they can easily do. I'm just saying for the regular people, do you think would you marry a stripper?
To be honest, no.
Would you marry a escort?
No.
And is it weird to say that? No, men ain't gonna. We don't want to do that.
We'll go
I don't
see
know why
one.
women keep trying to force that on us. Like, you should accept everybody.
We'll go see one, but
we'll do a lot of things with the freaks. But we ain't about to sit there and marry you. We ain't gonna bring you to our mom house. Should we? My thing is this: should we bring the freaks and the girls who out here wilding to our mom's house? And then for the good girls, what do they win?
They don't want none.
Exactly. There's no hope for the good girls if you gonna just wife the whores.
I've seen it happen. Unfortunately,
yeah,
that's just society now.
No, that's a lot of dumb men. if you just think with your dick and you marry a woman because of how she look and how she freak it and how she like, but she don't carry herself like a lady out there and she act a fool and cussing people out in Walmart and all this other stuff, why would you ever? Come on, man. I'm not doing that. I gotta have respect for myself. I can't sit there and be like, you this is what I represent. Because in my mind, my wife, she represent me.
That's true.
That's why I say, old boy who Cardi B husband, you look like a fool. That's supposed to represent you. It's happening now. They're wifing the hoes. Yeah. Dudes is dummies. Dudes out here looking stupid. They look weak as hell marrying women who literally was letting dudes throw ones on them and clap ass and probably going around giving reach arounds in the back. Cardi B says she used to drug dudes and then steal their wallets. That's somebody's mama. That's somebody's wife that he probably walks hand in hand. Now, man, I'm not doing that with you. You embarrassing. I'm ranting now, y'all. I'm just ranting. I've been ranting for about 10 minutes now. I'm waiting for Beans to fucking stop me.
Sounds good, man.
But that's why I say, why would I want in America? Why would I want to deal with more women like that to be polygamy with?
Well, I won't necessarily say
you get one
like
bad
that.
apple. Say you got two girls and they both good girls, they both respectable, all that, and these your wives. You bring one bad apple in there, she'll ruin them all. She'll ruin them all.
Well, that's when you say, you know what, this ain't working out.
So what, you gonna kick out one of the girls?
You got to go.
Oh,
and man. Let that be a lesson to the rest of you.
Let that be a lesson to the rest of y'all, motherfuckers. You get out of line again, your ass is gone.
Oh man.
Okay. Well, you got anything else you want to talk about?
No, that's it.
Hey, appreciate everybody who support the channel. You know, to hit the Cash App. You can go ahead and give us $1, $2, $5, $10, whatever you want to give us. We're gonna shout y'all out for doing it. You know what I mean?
Give a love offering.
Yeah, go ahead, hit that like button, share button, subscribe. Put in the comment section below if you want us to go ahead and make another video about some other topics.
Listen, you give offering in church and the pastor don't shout you out.
Yeah.
So
we at least doing that.
At least we
we show the love who show the love back. You feel me? And that's what it is, man. Today is Monday. I know the man gonna try to get y'all this week. Fuck him. Don't worry about it. We got your back. All right. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
Yeah, have a good one.
Hey, it's a social norm, man.
Give short people a chance.
Man, look, they got that Napoleon complex. I'm not really trying to deal with the short people like that.
Be an advocate for them.
Unless they thick. But let me cut this off. Hey, I better see somebody in that damn Cash App. I'm just playing. Anything you want to say? Go ahead. No, I'm not gonna press the button, dude.
No, I got nothing else to say. Go ahead, man.
No, go ahead. Say one thing to people. I'm not gonna do it this time.
Y'all just have a good
Man, on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information from relations to